I'm going to go that way so I'm not in shot, yeah. Yes, so some people were birthed to the place of privilege and some were not. I was lost but found. I would like to say a little story of myself, but the most important thing is that I've made up my mind that whatever I've been through in life must be a piece to change other people's life, especially young people who are growing up. And I really want to believe the future is now, the future we are talking about. There's nothing in life that has not happened thousands of years to come. So if we really want to change the future, I think it's just to go back to see what other people have been through and to use their story to change the future. Can I say something that if I ever come to this world again, I will still want to be giving birth to the same family, to the same place, to the same country, because it's a place of honor. Yes, I've been through so many things. When I was growing up, I remember as a child, I started smoking, drinking alcohol as a teenager, and it changed my life. Like it turned my life to different direction entirely. I remember those days as age of 16 years, smoking weed back then in Africa. I would come back home, my parents would not know. And I would just go to bed and sleep. But something inside of me, deep inside of me, would be telling me, what you're doing is not right. Drink alcohol. And my mom sometimes she would say, oh, because I came from a religious family, my parents would say, oh, I trust my child. He doesn't do this, he doesn't do this. Maybe when you hear of other people's children doing different things. But deep inside of me, there's something inside of me that kept telling me that it's not true, because I started doing it. And that thing changed my life to something different entirely. But after a couple of years, because of the kind of life I've chosen at that particular time, which wasn't from my mind, can I say something took over me to do all those things? But after a couple of years, that thing turned my life around, go to police station, sleep in cell so many times in Africa. And I cried. It was terrible. But because of the background of my parents, I remember my mom would wake up very early in the morning or in the middle of the night, would put her hand on my head, keep praying for me that, oh, this boy, God will change your life. You must not go this path. This is the path of destruction. And she will be begging me, Shola, say amen, say amen. And sometimes I'll push her away, like, what are you doing to? Because I didn't understand it. But later on, after a couple of years, my consciousness started coming back, which wasn't because of the age, but because I believe there's something that was supernatural come upon me and trying to regenerate my mind back. A lot of people go through things that we think is normal, but it might need divine attention. So at the end of the day, I started coming back to my consciousness. I started thinking of those things that I used to do after I'd been to different places, spent 10 years to have degree that I'm supposed to do within 4 years, wasted my time, everything. Then I found Christ. I found Christ. What do I mean by Christ? There's so many ways that our mind can be regenerated or our mind can be structured back to the right paths. But I am telling you what brought me what gives me hope, what brought me back to the real sense of myself after being through so many things. And I'm privileged that I left a lot of people there. They are still there. But today, my life has changed. This life that I follow only didn't change me. It added value to my life. I have education. I have family. I have children. I have wife. And at the end of the day, there's value in my life. People want to talk to me. They need my service. And I see a lot of people who pass through the same path that probably some of them are dead while we're growing up, or some don't even have any way to come out of it anymore. So that's why I said I was lost and I'm found. And I've made up my mind that everything I've been through in life, I've actually structured my life and defined my life that I don't want young people or young people that are growing up to fall into the same thing, so that my story can change people's life. So I want to help people out there to create something, people who have story, through the special talent that God has given to me, to spread the good news about how they were rescued, about how their lives changed, about what created hope or better future for them through the talent that I have. Yeah. All right, part of our development, some things that have changed in my life, and I remember we embarked on a particular project with a group called Elephant Trials. And every time that a friend of mine actually brought me to that group, every time that I remember or we're talking about things that we've been through, I see everybody's story. And that name actually really depicts what exactly I've been through. Because when you fall and something, you were able to find yourself, it shows, you know how big is elephant. Do you understand? If elephant walk in a particular place, you will definitely see his parts. So everybody, one way or the other, have been through things, and what you've been through shape your life. So in that group, in Rochdale, we were able to create a film during lockdown and what people been through. And that actually, it's like when you'll be dreaming something, and when I came across with that, my friend Patrick, and I saw like, wow, this is actually really good. This is what I've wanted to do all my life. I actually studied theater arts back then in uni, but I didn't have access to camera tools because things was very terrible. And so when I came across him and he told me, oh, this is what you want to do. You want to do this. I would like to be behind the camera. I'm passionate about this. You want to tell people's story. Then let me get a camera. Let's start doing it. And I remember just like play, we started doing it, and we bump into a very good privilege, an opportunity to create a film made in Berry that's actually out there. And through that means, lockdown came, and I remember during lockdown, we interviewed so many people, and I was going through hell. Myself and my family, partner, things were not working. But hearing my own stories compared to other people when we interview them gives me hope that you're not in it alone. And come to talk of it, when people come from Africa to this kind of country, you have to do more. You have to do more than people who were born here to be accepted. In quotes, like what do I mean? To believe in you that you can actually do it. So you need to put in a lot of work to do it. So people that come from Africa, they work extremely hard. So I just feel like if I'm going to do anything in my life, I have to, the time has spend to sleep. I have to use it to create more things, learn to be able to do something. So doing that project, I'm grateful, and I really appreciate everybody that on board with that project to we're able to create people's story and put it out there to change other people. And I believe that is the hope I have today. It's turning my life to a particular direction. This is someone that people don't feel like, oh, you can become anything. Like even right from back there in Africa, the way I started my life. So yeah. So I am here today believing that the future is now, and we can only change future through people's story.
Do you want to step out